to Devon Cone, who's a senior advocate for women and girls at Refugees International. Devon, obviously you've seen what UNICEF has been saying about what children are going through in Gaza. Can you think of any conflict that could be similar to what's happening to the children in Gaza, or is this some of the worst that you've seen?
It certainly is some of the worst that we've seen. I mean, anyone working in this industry has not seen anything quite like this, especially in the time frame that the conflict has taken place in. I mean, the amount of children who have been killed, the amount of children who have been displaced, and the amount of children who have been unaccompanied and been made unaccompanied by their parents being killed or separated from their parents is just remarkable. The numbers are incredible, and also the challenges that they're really facing are really really problematic, like your reporter says. I mean, they're really challenging, and there's very little that they can do about it.
Devon, how does one give mental health support to, say, a 5-year-old compared to a 14-year-old?
Well, there are differences. I mean, their maturity levels are different, but the thing is that the psychosocial and mental health support that these people need and these children need is really not available, given the fact that what they're trying to do is search for, they're spending their time searching for shelter, food, clothing, like your reporter said, trying to find shelter where they can be warm. So they're spending their time searching for basic needs and basic necessities rather than getting the mental health support that they need.
And 17,000 of them now unaccompanied. We presume that some of them have lost both parents, all members possibly of their family. Others simply don't know where their parents are. How much does that affect a child when a child looks to its parents for guidance, for protection?
Well, exactly. Going through such traumatic events without parents or without adult family members that one trusts is really really traumatic and really affects the children in terrible ways. So again, there's going to be a lot of rebuilding that's needed in Gaza, but also there's going to be a lot of traumatic issues that people have to deal with mentally, and that's going to be just as hard of a road to walk as the other rebuilding of Gaza, physically.
Devon, what a lot of political analysts are concerned about is that the Israeli attacks on Gaza are going to produce the next generation of Palestinian resistance. What evidence is there that children who suffer these sorts of trauma during conflict grow up to be angry rather than being able to reconcile what's happened to them?
Well, there's some evidence of that, but really the evidence is more about them not being able to, be successful in their lives sometimes. I mean, in terms of them having the traumatic mental health issues that develop when you go through things like this. So it's not so much that, but I do think that Israel has to be conscious of the way it's, conducting this war and what consequences that's going to have long term, and does that really make them safer? What they're doing and how they're doing it.
Devon, thank you so much. Really, honestly, we learn so much from you every time you come on to speak to us. Take care.